outside the amount of energy it takes to get the gymnastic stretch of the outside of his body. There's always the correct energy, okay? We have to find it. That's not it, is it? No. So what do we do next? We do the same exercise and we add a little different energy. We change it. Was that enough? No. So now we have to change that energy. And sometimes they'll take the energy and stiffen them. So don't worry about that because they're trying to find their balance. We just have to let them understand what we're trying to do subtly. We don't want to overwhelm them, but we also, there was not enough. Yeah, it could very well be that when you stimulate him, Lynn, you're a little bit slacking the stimulation on the curves. So a good goal is to stimulate him as he reaches the track all the way around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the inside and the outside leg. Because before it was the inside leg, I wasn't getting it up.
Show me what happens when you use the inside and outside.
Here's just the inside.
Okay? Now show me the... So he fell in.
Okay. Well, because I screwed it up. I should have had this one quicker.
There you go.
So they couldn't fall.
Good.
So I should have been like right here.
Yes. Gotta reach the track.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good. Good correction. Super. Super. Careful. It gets fun. Now, when you achieve your goal, that's when you release your stimulation and you let him have a small break. Notice the outside ring went slacking immediately. That just tells you that this is really hard for him on this side, okay? So it just means that homework is that this is the side that needs some rehabilitation for strengthening. Not meaning that he's, it just means he's a little weak on this side.
Yeah, this is the one who doesn't take the cantilever very well at all.
Yeah, so this will clean all that up. You're getting to the root of the problem, Lynn, by addressing this, rather than bypassing it and just trying to canter it. So, this is your homework, and what I'd like you to do, I would like you to do this until you feel him really fill out and stretch that outside of his body. And when you do, a little rest break, and then you go the other direction and do the same thing, so that he gets a feeling on both sides, even though the other side might be a little easier. Questions? Okay. That's, you know that what's on the board? That's a different form of the same exercise, but same idea. Got it? Same print.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is his walk lively enough? Because yesterday it wasn't lively.
I'll tell you how you can tell.
Well, but what do you think looking at him? Does it look like it's, or does
I'll
he
tell
look
you
like
what
he's
I'm
dying?
looking. I'll tell you what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I immediately look at the stretch of the outside of his body. That's how what I immediately look at. So, and then as you add energy, I see if he can maintain that stretch to the outside in the wall. It wasn't bad, right? Wasn't bad. Wasn't brilliant, but it wasn't bad. Now, what did I see as a mistake? I saw that he took a hollowness by tightening the outside of his body to take the trot. That's that little hop you felt. That means that instead of helping his body elevate to the trot from the hind leg, which is where you want to develop balance, especially again, this is the root of the problem for the canter. He wants to take the gait from the front by that jump, the pressure of the shoulder together, jump, jump, trot. You should immediately take the trot by a gymnastic spring from his hind leg. He will do that when he goes evenly in both reins from the correct stretch of the outside of his body and the correct softness of the inside of his body. That means the outside pair of legs are lined up. That means future canters won't be so difficult because the outside hind won't swing out.
Don't you be ready to do 110s then too, huh? Gets this cleaned up? No?
Probably 2 tempi.
What's that?
Tempi changes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And it's the same principle for tempi changes. The outside hind has to be there for the one, the other one, the other one, the other one, the other one. Immediately. Can't be out of alignment. Or a flying change.
See, what happened was when we started doing this whole different way of riding, I stayed off of him and didn't canter this horse for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
And it's been it wasn't any prettier. And it seemed like he was having a harder time trying to figure out where to put his feet. But it wasn't quite as jackrabbity as it was.
It could be your gymnastic trot is underdeveloped.
Well, what we tried to do, I was working with Alicia, and it was a gymnastic trot for canter. Is that, I believe, the way you really prefer them to do it? But with him, he can trot for 2 hours.
Right.
And he does not get
He's a
tired.
Morab.
That's right. So normally a horse would, get, say, enough of this, I'm going to canter, because it's easier usually for them.
Exactly.
But no, he will just keep right on boogieing.
Yes.
And it was getting, and I thought, this isn't going to work.
Has he crossed the rail before?
What do you mean cross the rail?
A little higher rail.
You mean jumping? No. I don't think he's got it.
You got it in you, Lynn?
Fortunately.
Well, I'm giving you a visual is all.
Okay.
When you cross the rail, that's elevated.
Yes.
Well, look, somebody just put one out. Swing that one out. We're going to let him cross it. On the walk.
And do you want it in a just single on the,
Just so she can cross it as she's tracking around the circle.
just with low, on the low?
No, you're going to raise it one.
Raise it just one?
Yep. There, he did swing his haunches out on that turn.
Yeah, it was too tight.
On the first step of any turn, heavy yield is inside shoulder.
Do you want it here, or do
Right
you
there,
want
yield the shoulder.
it in the middle or on the other side?
So that it is, you know where the center line is? Center line? Now swing it so that it is absolutely lined up with the center line, and she has to cross it on her circle.
Oh, okay. But you don't want it on.
I want it on her circle, but it's lined up on the center line. That's right.
That's right, Riles.
Now, just at the walk, now all I want you to visualize is how he's going over that thing. Good.